Station. Welcome to Straight to Tape. My name is C. Perry II, the Mr. Fantastic. The podcast is Fantastic Four. First, the comedian, professional joke slanger, Tico de Gallo. What's good, Tico?
I don't know, man. Titties busting and girls is having uniboobs.
I'm sorry not to laugh. Oh,
Where the hell did
oh
that come
my
from?
god.
Yo, women, pay attention to the plastic surgery that you're getting. Instagram model had some big old tatas. One of them busted, and now the other one shifted into the middle. Y'all remember the chick from Total Recall, the 3 titty bitch? Take them other 2 titties away. That's what she looked like. Unity.
Are we really starting to show off this way? Really?
All I'm saying is OnlyFans will be popping until that shit get fixed. I'm saying, like, for real, like when would you ever be with a woman or see a woman with just one boob in the middle of her chest?
Okay, all right.
It
I'm gonna
reminds me of a
go.
donkey show, but we'll talk about that later.
Shut up, Tico. All right. Look, I'm just gonna go ahead and apologize right now to the first lady of S2T, the quintessential hip hop mom, Keisha with a Y. What's good, Key?
What's up, y'all? It's Keisha with a Y, aka Hip Hop Mom, aka Rest in Peace Plug 2. And that's it. Trying to clean it up a little bit.
Thank you, Key. Thank you. It was needed. And of course,
Like
ladies
another
and gentlemen-
titty.
Shut up, Tico. And of course, our social media assassin. Of course, it's the man Rob the Actual. How you feeling, Rob? Right, how you feeling, dude?
Rob was froze.
We should have won that game, bro. We should have won that fucking game. I'm not saying it's a conspiracy or none of that. I don't do the excuses. I don't do the moral victories. None of that. But we should have won that damn game. So my reaction to anything Tico says out of pocket tonight will be to go punch Perry in the throat as soon as humanly possible.
Wait. Okay.
Oh god.
Tico says it, and you gonna punch me in the throat? That makes no sense whatsoever.
Just like a tit, that's like a girl with one titty in the middle. It don't make sense like that.
Check mark.
Listen.
Oh, wait,
Well, you can't punch me, Perry. I mean, I'm punchable, but I'm in the same grieving. I'm an Eagles fan also. So you know what I'm saying? It's like he can't really punch me.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you notice that there are 5 of us, of course, our favorite permanent guest host is in the building.
That's like an extra host, like a girl losing 2 titties.
Shut up.
Anyway.
I love it. I love it.
Yo, you can catch him on Wednesday. Thank you. You can catch him on Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. It is the host of Intelligently Ratchet, ladies and gentlemen, the Mr. Bishop Omega. What's good, Bishop?
Man, what's going on, y'all? How's everybody going? Yo, shout out to Tico. Yeah, Rob, we should have won that game. RIP to Dave also. That came as a major shocking surprise or whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, let's get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm always happy to be here.
Yeah, and look, ladies and gentlemen, we got a great show for you today. We got Lena Jackson joining us in the building. Incredible hip hop artist that we're going to be building with. But look, as always, ladies and gentlemen, you can catch Straight to Tape right here Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and on Twitch, the audio version of Straight to Tape, which is powered by Acast. You can catch on all, and I do mean all, of your favorite podcasting platforms: Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Straight to Tape. All right.
Pornhub. When we getting Pornhub?
Shut up, Tigo. And of course, make sure you're following us on our social media platforms, IG, Twitter, and Facebook, Straight to Tape. And also check us out on our YouTube channel, S2T Media. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can be in tune with your favorite podcast. Look, before we get into before we get into the first celebratory section of our show, I got to share something with y'all. Okay, and it's funny that during the Super Bowl weekend, when you had all the commercials, and I'm sitting up here and Tubi actually had a commercial, and it was the whole rabbit hole thing. And ladies and gentlemen, the Tubi rabbit hole is real. Okay, I've been stuck down it. I've been stuck down it like a mug for the past 2 days.
Months.
Shut up. Okay, for the at least for the past 2 days, I've been down it hard. Okay, pause.
You been in a hole hard.
Pause. So I came across.
You see it on his shirt. You see it on his shirt.
Okay, I came across. Shut up, Tico. I came across this movie today, right? And it was this movie called Effing Married. And it was about two people that went on a blind date. The blind date was all screwed up. They meet a month later at a party. They get drunk. The next thing you know, they wake up married, and they got to stay married for 30 days before they can get it annulled. And the director and star of the movie is this cat named Lonnie R. Smith. And I was looking at the movie, and there was a couple of scenes because he was playing multiple characters, and he was playing his Uncle Leroy. And then I saw Uncle Leroy, and I was like, "Wow, don't Uncle Leroy look familiar?" So,
I would not take that, brother.
Bruh. Look,
from the likes of Perry.
That's him, bro. That's him right there, bro. That's him.
Listen.
He the one that kicked that girl in the titty and busted the other titty.
Oh, listen. Can I say this right here? I knew something was up because Pete asked like, "Yo, you coming on the show? You coming on the show?" He just set me up just for this right here. That is messed up. But I'm gonna be honest with you. He looked like me and RZA had a baby. You know what I'm saying? If RZA and me had a baby, this would be our son. You know what I'm saying? RZA will have the baby, of course. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I ain't walking around here like that. Man, I'm telling you, man, I need to get in Hollywood, man. I look like niggas.
Yo, put that back up again, yo. It actually looked like one of the homie Elgin's facial expressions, yo.
Shouts out to the In the Black podcast.
Oh, bro.
He's gonna kill me for that, but fuck it.
Yeah. But yeah,
he'll never know. He'll never find
out. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, look, we definitely we like I said, we want to get the show started in a celebratory mood, okay? Because one thing that we're gonna do in this, the first part of the show, we are going to celebrate Dave. Now, on February 12th, we lost the legendary Dave, aka Trugoy the Dove, 1/3 of the legendary hip hop group De La Soul. And I gotta admit, I mean, when you hear about people passing, you know, it, it catches you off guard. This one, I mean, I gotta admit, and all of us have to admit, it really caught us all off guard, because some of us have a personal personal relationship with this group. And when I mean personal, I don't mean not just knowing them, but how they influence our journey through
Mm-hmm.
hip hop, you know. Um they taught a lot of us that it was cool to be yourself,
Hmm.
that you did not have to follow the same path that everyone else was following. Um I mean, guys, I mean, talk, please just,
I
talk about
mean,
Dave's influence.
dude, I remember, I remember like seeing this crazy like CD. Uh, no, I wasn't even CD. It was a cassette tape
Hmm.
at Mr. Freeze's, right? And it was white and had these dudes looking all like, what I'm saying, PM Domish and shit. You know what I'm saying? All on the joint. I was like some flower power shit. And I was always
Before there was a
right.
PM Dawn.
Exactly.
Mm.
So I was on like, at that time I used to just buy records and CDs and I'm not and tapes because of the artwork on the joint. Now don't get it twisted. I got some pretty good artwork and some shitty ass music. But but at the same time, I also got, what I'm saying, the best of both worlds. And I must admit that this, what I'm saying, tape was like best of both worlds, especially when I heard like potholes in my lawn. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When I heard that shit and
Yeah,
how
yeah,
and how simplistic it was, but so fucking just, what I'm saying, just dope, you know? The beat was just it wasn't that, what I'm saying, it got you in there and the lyrics was just like on some other shit, you know. Uh when that's when cats was starting to get into this, what I'm saying, gangster shit and hip hop started to come a little bit more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? It was nice to, what I'm saying, to see her in another light and like I used to love her.
yeah,
Oh, that was
yeah,
dope.
yeah.
And he did that with his lyrics. I'm telling you, man. Like his whole fucking lyrics was, was is I'm telling you, like for real. Like go back and just listen. And the wordplay, miraculous, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Miraculous. Miraculous, man.
Yeah,
Yep.
what
He's really never in your top. Neither one of them are never in your top, lists of MCs, but they definitely qualify for me.
They're
Um,
my top 10, yeah. They're my top 10.
yeah, it is shocking and sad and just the you just feel like and not feel like we actually did grow up with them. They're like big bros. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, and just to him to be gone, especially a month before um the goal that they've been working on for so many years finally comes to fruition is just terrible and fucking sad. And I feel so horrible for Kev and Vinny and their wives and his wife and everybody that was close to him, like in real life.
But don't you
We've
see?
met
But
him a
don't you
couple of
see?
times, but like, hmm?
But don't you see? Like sometimes, like we celebrate, and sometimes we have to realize that things aren't as. Sometimes when things look the most fucked up, they're the best. When this happened, you know what I'm saying. Now his family can really eat and,
Yeah.
what I'm saying, be taken care of. You feel
Yeah,
me?
I get
and
that
and
part
and
of it.
and,
I
and
get that
I, I
part of
feel I
it,
feel you
but
on that. Yeah, and I feel
Yeah.
you on the other part too. But I'm not
yeah.
saying. I'm just saying that everything happens in the divine way,
It does.
and blessed that that happened, that he can, what I'm saying, still
Mm.
provide for his family, yo.
Yeah.
It does. It does. It does.
And
And it's
and,
going to make
and
it even more better and more memorable
you
and
know,
just terrible
it,
situation.
it definitely uh gives March the 3rd, 2023 a bigger spotlight because for those for those that have followed the story, for those that have not followed the story, De La Soul was not a part of the streaming revolution because, well, let me take that back. Their entire catalog was not a part of the streaming revolution, and it was a huge,
Pre AOI.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, pre thank you, pre AOI, and it was a big fight for them to get their masters back, and to be able to take advantage of
Yeah.
of having their entire catalog on streaming services, and
Hmm.
for fans to fans, those that might have put the CDs up and jumped on the various streaming services, and for those fans that became later fans but did not um, listen, or were not privy to the original,
Hmm.
their early catalog, for those fans to finally be able to take in the greatness that was De La Soul. Rob.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about like their influence on hip hop, or what have you, I know personally, man, their first three albums uh,
Classics.
definitely are classics. Um, and they actually, I mean, they were, we talk about, we joke, kind of jokingly talk about albums that changed our lives, or music that changed us, man. Like, really, each one of those albums, they got, I mean, especially when De La Soul Is Dead came out, man, bruh. I mean,
Ooh.
listen, man, that
Hmm.
I wore that album out, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, to me, it was doper than the first one. I mean, the first one was a classic because without the first one, we couldn't have the second one. That was going to be part of my Super Bowl trash talking. But anyway, no, no, seriously, couldn't have De La Soul Is Dead without the first one, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying. But when that came out, bruh, groundbreaking, changed, and then Balloon Mind State came out, changed my life, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just can't really like put into proper words how dope and influential this group it was and is in hip hop history. You know what I mean? Then stakes is high, man. I mean, come on. I mean, it goes on and on, man. But I'm just really, really glad that finally, uh, fans are going to be able to hear their music in total, and yeah, man, it's just it's sad, but to Tico's point, his family will be able to benefit from it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bishop.
Man, so it's like, everybody's a little bit. I'm a little bit younger than everybody. So when I start getting into hip hop, right? It was just like, I remember one of my fond memories is always watching Video Music Box,
Hmm.
and it was De La Soul, it was Tribe, it was Leaders of the New School. It was in that area 89, 88, 89, 90, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm 8, 9 years old during that point in time. And it's like those guys were my introduction to hip hop. And I remember, like, even back then, like, yo, these mugs is complicated. Like, I didn't catch any of the references. I just liked the fact that they were upbeat and they were doing cool. They look cool to me, right? I was like, oh, I want my hair to do like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want the box with the dreads laying to the side. You know what I'm saying? I want to know hey, Dad, what does Pont Nukes mean? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's one of those situations. And it's like, you know, and then you get that, getting to my own or whatever, you go back and you listen to some of the songs, especially like dealing with the radio station, and I was able to hear some of their newer music and stuff like that, and unreleased music and everything like that. So I've always been, what I mean, it's always been a healthy respect for De La. It was like, yo, these mugs get it in, and it's like I like rappers that go over my head. You know what I'm saying? That I could like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't catch that metaphor. What does that mean? What do you pull from him? And it was like they rap like a Basquiat art piece, right? It's like they say so much dope shit, it's confusing, right? And then it's like now you got to go back, you got to rewind it. You heard that? You know what I'm saying? I remember with me and my man Prophet, we would go in and it was like we listened to De La and others, right? And we're just like, we'll catch a line about you hear that? And we would listen to an album 10, 11, 12, 15 times because we would always catch something new. You heard what Homeboy said? Oh, because the like kind of like Rob said, that first line that you catch sets up the second line that you catch, sets up the third line, sets up the 25th line that you catch. And it was like, it helped me as an artist to be able to put similes and metaphors and all that together just by listening to them dudes. And like I said, you know what I mean? Like that whole hippie, you know what I'm saying, era of like with the Jungle Brothers and all that stuff, it was dope to me as a little kid seeing it because I enjoyed like the fun part of it. You know what I'm saying? So it looked like they were having a great time.
Yeah, which just like at their shows, man. I mean, their shows were so much fun. I mean, I remember two shows in particular. Okay, there was one in particular where it was Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul,
Mm-hmm.
and Rob and I were at the show together. Rob Tico and I were at the show together. Key was there as well. Um, and it was a show where
Just when I just started shooting.
hold on, let me finish.
Here we go.
De La Soul start shooting. What is it?
No,
What's going
no.
on?
That's why this nigga
The stakes is high.
story.
That's how rumors get started.
So they came out, they did like a half a song, and then they walked out, and like everyone was wondering what happened. All right. And then 15 minutes later, they came back and they did their full set. The money wasn't straight, okay? So, they were good businessmen, but it's just so it happens this was a night where after we leave the show, we go outside, and this is look, De La Soul Tribe, love. It's
Right.
supposed to be love, right? We go outside and there's shooting going on outside. I mean, it was like it was like the weirdest thing because it didn't fit, okay? And Rob was mad as hell that night too.
Sure didn't fit, just like that one titty.
Yeah. Shut up, Tico. And Rob was just mad as hell because they were shooting and we wouldn't leave. And Rob was like, "Why aren't y'all leaving?" I was like, "Okay, they're shooting. Like whatever. It was love."
It's love, man.
No,
Yeah.
nigga,
They only shoot 'cause it's love.
no.
What?
No.
Stop him, Rob. Stop him,
Why
Rob.
you
That's not how I
Stop him,
remember
Rob.
the
That's
story
not how.
happening.
That's not
Stop
how
it,
this
Rob.
works,
Stop
bro.
him, Rob. Stop him, Rob.
He gonna sit there and say,
Stop him, Rob.
"Oh, it's love." That's why we're not leaving and bullets are flying all over the place and niggas is shooting in the parking lot because it's love. So no, we're not gonna leave. Please tell the entire story.
Because niggas was dug behind cars. That's why motherfuckers are still here.
Nah, because him and Brad was in. Let me shut up.
Yeah,
I know.
Go ahead.
They
Go
was in that minivan. In the minivan.
Nah, they was in these two girls' faces, man. You know what I'm saying, trying to be cute and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bullets
And
don't bother me, baby.
Yeah.
Baby. You know how it goes.
I'm too cool for bullets, baby.
I had to
bullets fly
roll
around me, baby.
Okay,
Bruh.
I did
Nigga
not
booty
have a
tanging.
car
He
at
booty
the
tanging.
time.
He booty
I did
tanging.
not have a car at the time.
Hold
I
on, Rich.
had to roll coins because I was also broke. Roll coins, walk the coins to the bank, and then walk back past my house from, y'all know where my mom and daddy live, behind Carol,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
I walked from there back to where Plum Crazy was to buy my ticket that day. I had a
Let me
ride
tell
to
you.
the show. I just did not have a ride to get my ticket.
Let me
But I
tell
got
you,
my
that was
ticket
back
that
in the
day.
day.
I'm
That
hope,
was
I hope
back
you
in the
took a
day.
My
shower.
sister
I feel
be.
like
That was
I feel like you. I hope you took a shower. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you was a little
but
musty
see,
doing all that
but
walking.
see, but see, you don't get it. You don't, look, Bishop, you don't get it. See, back in the days, that's when we was running man. We were doing the
Really?
running man. So we had cardio. We was that
Yeah,
that
we
was
had
nothing.
cardio back then.
That walk was nothing. Like I hear her,
At
Yeah.
all.
and because I have also left that club walking home. You know what I'm saying, before, because I didn't want to deal with the bullshit. With, you know what I'm saying, who I was with. So I get it. I get it.
I made D
I
come
get
with
it.
me the whole way, and she still complains about that shit to this day. I hope she don't hear this.
That's because she was
Now,
young and she had shorter
but
legs.
but I do have to share the second fun De La Soul show. This was 2008. It was at the Cat's Cradle, and De La was performing. I'm checking it out. Yeah, you're right. It was 2009. I'm in the back, and I'm chilling with the peeps. C's was there. Shouts out to C's. Joe was there, right? And then we looking on stage, and I forgot what song was playing. I think it was Ego Trip, if I remember correctly. Okay, and we looking on stage, and there's this woman on stage, dancing with the daylight shirt on, right? It just happened to be Key, right? She just jumped on stage and she's dancing during their set. And
First of all,
Joe,
Perry, before you start,
uh-huh,
first of all,
uh-huh.
Keisha does not just jump on stage.
Thank you.
Keisha plots to get on stage.
Scheme,
That's
scheme.
that's a whole
plot,
different thing.
plot.
Now, me and Keisha, I'm just giving you a little sidetrack how Keisha rolls. Keisha will dip through a crowd so fucking damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like she would just like
There's a skill
Centipede.
to it.
Remember Centipede? Millipede?
Right.
She was just like that. And next thing you know, I'm sitting in the back with a beer and she's already up at the front. Like, hey, Chico, where the fuck you at? Fuck. So anyway, by the time I get back up to the stage, she's already playing like how she's going to get up on stage. She has already made contact with thy artist, whatever artist is on stage she wants to get on there. She has already made eye contact and they have already seen her. And she's like, no, it's Keisha. Look, it's me. And they're like, ah. The
I don't
next
even
thing you know,
remember how
she's
that
on her
happened,
some
though.
shit, man. So I'm
But
sorry. That's
yeah,
how she rose.
so
That's
they
how
went
she
from
rose.
Ego Trip to Saturday,
Mhm.
and the transition was Kev asking, "What's De La Soul's favorite day of the week?" And I was like, "Saturday." He gave me the mic. I said, "Saturday," and they started the music. Oh,
Oh,
and I got all three of them to sign a tank top I can no longer fit. It's in there somewhere. I'll probably frame it.
Aw.
oh.
Yeah, but
But
no,
that's
no.
a good
What was
night
I
because
feel
funny?
like
that was my first. I was super sick with Crohn's. I was super skinny. I think I weighed like 110 pounds at that concert. And I had been so just ill, and I was like, I have got to go to this show. So that was like one of the first outings that I had since my diagnosis or whatever. And it was a great time. It was a great time.
I feel
Yeah,
like Key
no.
be using her powers to get on. I feel like Key could get on anybody's set right at this point in time. Like if she like, hey yo, oh no, it's Key. She's
Oh,
MOP comes to town, like she's
I've been
mosh
to a
pitting.
lot of concerts.
No. But
Method
here,
Man never let her on stage though. But
no,
Right.
but here, yeah,
Because he doesn't want to get.
but here go Joe. Joe's like, is that my wife on stage with
Yeah,
De La
that's not.
Soul?
Is that
We're
my wife? Is that my wife on stage?
like, yeah, Joe. Yeah. You do realize
Dancing,
she's married,
dancing.
right? That's who it is.
that's what's up, yo.
He never
That's a great
understood
show,
me.
man.
I did that again to him one time, a few times. He's same thing, like staying in the back, just because he really doesn't like crowds, but he likes to go places. So he'll like find him a little cut off in the corner, and next thing you know, I'm on stage with Who's Bad, whoever.
Awesome. Like
Tell you,
there
man.
goes Keisha. Do 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 do.
But that was a great memory.
Yeah.
Another one I
P.
have is that the weekend that Kenny Calhoun,
Yep.
big hugs to y'all.
That's
Kenny
definitely.
Calhoun got married. I knew I was going to the wedding, but Tico calls me. He's like, "Hey, Kenny having cookout at his house. You want to go?" And I was like, "Sure." And so like we literally instead of walking through the house, we like walked around the back through the fence in the back, and like Kenny had like a fire pit going or whatever. This was like just a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
It was 2019.
And so we walk in, and it's like I think we had beers or whatever in our hands or whatever we were bringing, and I turn that corner, and I look at that look towards it. Automatically eyes go towards the fire pit, and there's Plug 2 sitting by the fire pit. I'm like, Tico, why did you
because I told you that. I told you
in
that. I
a
was
very
like, yo.
quiet way over
I
in
was
the
like, yo.
corner in the grass like.
Yeah, we went up in that joint, and Key was like, I said, yo, Key, so look over there. She looked. She's like, oh, shit. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. So yeah.
We end up like sitting outside and talking and telling jokes and shit and laughing and they were telling stories. I forgot, it was you, him, and somebody else, Tico, telling stories or whatever. And so it ended up being just like me and him outside. And we're like still talking. I was like, you know what? And I told him, you know, same thing I said when I found out he passed. Like, you guys have always been there for me. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of your stuff that you've given to the world. And he was so grateful and so humble and so thankful. And I was like, can we take a picture? And so we took a picture. And that was just.
And then the next day we went to the wedding, and he was there in the wedding.
Yeah, he was at the wedding.
He was the wedding party.
But
that's so dope. Thanks, Kenny, man. You're a dope dude, man. Thanks for that.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
And I feel so bad. Anytime anybody's taken away, like suddenly, it's
right.
It's hard. So.
But we're gonna celebrate Dave. We're gonna continue to celebrate Dave as long as we're here. And when March the 3rd comes around, I want everyone to go to their favorite streaming platforms and just start from 3 Feet High is Rising. Okay. Let it play all the way through. Get to De La Soul is Dead.
I'm starting with De La Soul is Dead off rip.
You know, De La Soul is Dead is like my favorite, okay? Because I mean, oodles of O's is like always in my head, okay?
Yeah.
So
but
yeah,
you got to go back to to hear the architect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hear it all and hear the progression.
Hear the building blocks and how they grow, because each album is exactly how you want your artists to be when you go with them. You want them to grow and to be better, right?
Yeah.
You just can't be like fucking Onyx and shit, you know what I'm saying? In your fucking damn rhyme right now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm in the old folks' home. I'm killing motherfuckers, the old head motherfuckers.
Yeah. And I think Stakes is High came at the perfect time when we were just beginning to be like adults. You know what I'm saying? And
you could have went to the dark side. You could have went to the dark side, or you could have went to the.
And look, and with Stakes is High, the game was changing. Okay, the game around them was changing, and as adults, they had to speak about it, and it was just a beautiful progression, all the way through that catalog. So, look, rest in peace, Dave. Rest in pure power in heaven. And we as fans will always be there, you know? Yeah. So look, ladies and gentlemen, that was our celebration of Dave, and it's a celebration that will be continuing throughout. Now, I want to introduce our special guest. She is Look, I call her a dynamic MC because she is really dynamic. I
guess that's why you would call her that.
Shut up, Tito. She's referred to as the wolf, based on her, the complexity of her rhymes and her rhyme scheme. You know what? Talking about it. Look, let me just give you a little sample of it, all right?
Yeah, my rightful ownership is thrown. You can beat me there. Meet me where I rule and duel it out. I'm getting sleepy here. Ain't learned your lesson with first, second, or third impressions. Crescent moon, celestial roots. Ancestors feel like pressure. Don't question way, you ain't my massa.
They say that freedom ain't free, so I gotta take it by all means. Want no mercy when I was hurting, so now there's only love for my team.
Yo, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something.
Yo.
Whenever you have somebody doing sign language in your joint and he looks just as hard as everybody else, that's crazy because I got jumped at a deaf school for yarning. Like they thought I was screaming, but that's a whole nother.
Thank you.
No.
Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen,
I'm not going to hell with him.
thank you, ladies and gentlemen, joining us in the S2T virtual studios. Please welcome Lena Jackson.
Hey.
Welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate y'all.
What's up?
No problem, yo. That was gangster shit, yo. I was just like, I didn't even know sign language, but I was just like, fuck. You know what? Matter of fact, I was outside doing like shadow puppets for my kids outside one time, and I was staying in a real bad neighborhood. I think they were like Bloods. I think I got jumped again because I think they thought I was doing like gang signs. I was like trying to do the like dog. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Let's talk about you because you know what I'm saying. I love what you do. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
but look, before we delve into you, Lena, I just got to ask a question, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't Bishop like you? What's the issue there, Bishop? I need an answer. So you want
the tea?
The plot thickens.
The plot thickens. Hey, Lena, you said, yo. First of all, we are too khaki colored to be bringing our personal business out here. You know what I'm saying? On straight to, you know what I mean? Everything. Yeah, I just realized how everything is yellow. You know what I'm saying? The guests. You know what I'm saying? Everything. But no, so this is why me and Lena don't like each other because, you know what I'm saying? She's a rude person and she steals, the little tip places where you put the pennies in after the, she steals out
Lena,
of that.
if you want me to put him off the stream, just raise your hand.
I'm going to tell you this right. No, let me tell my truth. I'm like Jaguar Wright out here. One time. Lena drunk my beer. I had set it down. She drunk my beer.
No. It would be somebody else's beer. I was sitting right there, and Lena drunk Keisha's beer, and then blah 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 blah. Shit that really doesn't have anything to do with you.
Right. And she was a Grinch that stole Christmas in '85. Nah, me and Lena, yo, what it is? She has a great. She's like my sister for real. Like, she, you know what I mean? It's like she talks shit at the correct times to me when I need to be talked shit to, while everybody else be like, let me do whatever. Lena like, I'm gonna say this. So but like I said, she's one of my favorite people, and she knows she could give it the way she takes it. So we have a fake beef that has been going on for about 5 years. The only time that I have not beef with Lena is when she was pregnant, because I was extra nice with her. I made sure every time I was like, yo, you need a seat, you need a drink, you need whatever. She like, Bishop, you sure? I'm like, listen, you pregnant? I'm not gonna mess with you right now.
It was the truth.
I don't bet that.
It was the truth.
I thought it was a setup though. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was a setup. Some Tom and Jerry stuff like, why you want me to sit in this chair?
Right.
What you about to do?
That's my homegirl. And guess what? And she was on Intelligently Ratchet first. We had her first. So yeah. So boom. Oh. Light flex. Light flex.
There he goes with the flex.
There he
goes. That's why we love Bishop sometimes, right?
Yo, Lena, let me, Lena. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Because I'm now that I had just really saw the video. Like I heard the song, but I saw the video, and you had to do it doing the sign language. I was like, yo, that's dope, right? And then I had to remember that I watched another one of your videos where you was like, you know what I'm saying, you had charcuterie, and the next shot you had brass knuckles, and I was like, yo, that's my type of woman. So I'm just like, you know what I'm saying, I saw the crackers and the wine and the fine cheeses and the you know what I'm saying, fruits and berries, and the next thing I know, you had brass knuckles. And please, by all means, expound on that part of the video. I would really like to know what that was about. Thank you.
Connoisseur of fine charcuterie and
Yes.
brass knuckles of the finest quality metal. Yes.
Yes. Please.
Yeah, well, so the video, the song for that video was called "Cup Runneth." And so the visual, as far as the charcuterie, or as some people eloquently say, charcuterie, they, it was just a visual to kind of just symbolize that that cup runneth mentality. So there's a feast of sorts, there. And it kind of fits with the wine, which it wasn't really wine, it was like sparkling grape juice, but that's neither here nor there.
It was Thunderbird. Don't let her lie to you. It was Thunderbird,
Schlitz mal lecker. But as far as the brass knuckles, like that was really me just kind of paying homage. My father actually had those brass knuckles, like yeah, those were in his possession for as long as I've as long as I've lived, and I never really knew what they were for.
You know what? Now that I'm looking at you, yes, you do look like that dude. Your father was in the Warriors, right? He was in the Warriors?
Oh goodness. Anyway, but that's so funny for a lot of reasons that I won't even get into. But he passed away in 2017. So I carried the brass knuckles with me at all times, even though I probably shouldn't. But on my shows, my videos, sometimes even if you don't see it, like it's in my back pocket. So it's just like I don't know, it's like a piece of my father's spirit, that's with me. So yeah, that's why I was rocking them.
That's what's up, yo. All I know is like, yo, hey, you stick a knife on the end of it, hey.
You trying to get me caught up out here?
No. I'm sorry, really. I'm really learning a lot about myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm really learning a lot about myself. But
Lord.
yes, so that's what a great artist does. It brings out the best in their person. That's what's up. Yeah.
Nah, I'm glad you told us that story because, like, honestly, like I noticed it. I noticed that you would carry the brass knuckles. I just thought that was a part of the wolf persona and everything like that. Like, yo, like,
but
she spit. She should have brass knuckles. Like, if anybody raps, that's a female rapper that's dope as shit. Yeah, you should have brass knuckles. Plus, you know what I'm saying? It's something else I can talk shit about, that she's a thug. But now I know that, oh shit, now we got something in common though, because our fathers did some shady shit when they were younger. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah.
Those nobody really cares those no more. So that just means you got hands. So if you got hands and you got knuckles on your hands, what the fuck, son?
Look, brass knuckles. Wait, Tico. Brass knuckles does not mean shadiness. My grandmother that raised me, she always carried around brass knuckles herself. Doesn't mean she was shady, but she wasn't.
My grandma carried a hammer in her purse. Always.
No, it's because their hands was E for everyone. You know what I'm saying? That means that anybody could catch these hands. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if Lena wasn't my favorite rapper for real already, you know what I'm saying? Yo, the brass knuckle story just made it that much better. You know what I'm saying? I rocks with you.
My grandmother carried a pearl handled chrome 38 caliber snub nose.
Yeah, your grandmother would, okay.
in her house coat to the clothesline every time she had to go, hang out clothes. But yeah,
my grandmama only carried a good book. I'm coming up.
Yeah, my father carried both now, so
Yeah, I ain't lying. Don't get it twisted now.
We're talking about it's the duality of man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You find charcuterie,
right,
and brass knuckles. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Charcuterie.
Yeah. Look, Lena, I gotta ask you, okay? IndyWeek 23 to watch in NC in 23, and you were a part of that list. How did that make you feel to be recognized as one of the top hip hop artists that's based in the state of North Carolina to look out for?
Um, I was honored. I was honored. If I could be transparent for a moment, they
Please do, please do.
Indie IndyWeek so dope. They've mentioned me a couple of times before in their publications, but I think one of the lists I was on, I think it was in regards to like female MCs, which was also an honor. Don't get it twisted. It's always an honor to feel recognized. But I think the more we take away a certain
split it into pieces.
Yeah, like when you kind of break things out the box a little bit more. So not just a dope female MC, just a dope MC in general. So now I'm here with this list of all these other dope MCs who are male, female, whatever. It becomes a much more validating feeling, because it's just like, okay, I'm not just being pigeonholed into the female MC thing. It's just like I'm an MC, period. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've been telling everybody this the whole time, but it's neither here nor there. Like I appreciate any of the shine that people give me, for real. But it was an honor, though. It was an honor. I was surprised. I was surprised. And I was surprised that other people weren't surprised. So I'm just like, oh shit, like there's people that are rooting for me. All right, damn. So it felt really good in that regard.
Candace, to answer your question, I believe that was a misprint. I think you
back
meant
in
hip hop
1952.
least.
It was in 19.
I think
1952.
I think it was like, no, I think it says North Carolina hip hop least ever, like instead of list, like least.
What I'm saying is right here. I did make a list. I made a list of my top favorite MCs in NC, and the shit went viral because I hurt a lot of niggas' feelings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it went like that. It was shared over 100 times. Like, people still don't like me in North Carolina because I put my 10 favorite MCs mine, and everybody, what wasn't on the list? So again. But after Gorgeous Asshole drops and High Self-Esteem Ream drops, I will be on somebody's list. I ain't doing no performances. I ain't doing nothing for y'all because y'all don't appreciate me. I'm going back to town.
Oh wow, Bishop, you really gonna do that right now? You really gonna feel that way right now?
That's how I'm feeling away.
You're on our couch. You ain't getting no blanket or pillow tonight.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Lena, let me ask you, yo, like that another dead rapper, because I used to go by Oh Lord, which is Oh Lord, another rapper. But anyway, another dead with MOP. Let me tell you, like I listened to it and I was like, okay, yeah, it's rocking, and then he came on and I was like, yeah, that's fucking dope, and yeah, that's hot, and then the fucking shit just switched, and the next thing I know. So, you know what I'm saying? There's some other shit. Yo, the beat on that shit is fucking bananas. The MOP, that shit is fucking like I pumped it through my speakers. Like, it's one thing when cats like listen to it on their headphones and then they, you know what I'm saying? But I like put that shit like on my fucking system. And I'm telling you, yo, that shit fucking, it knocks, you know what I'm saying, on so many other levels. And so, yo, big up on that right there, yo.
Word.
For real.
Thank you.
Yeah. That shit was nice.
Yeah, and you actually, I saw that you actually worked with one of my favorite producers, all-time favorite producers, Knots. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Look, we go back with Knots like over 20, 30 years, especially out of, the Norfolk, Virginia Beach area. Shouts out to shouts out to 1/3 of Yag Food Front. What was it like working with a producer like Knots?
So Knots, I'm trying to remember how we even got in contact. I think at one point in time he was working on a project. He's still coming out with this project, by the way, but I'll come back to that. So he was working on a project where he was looking for female artists to be a part of the project. And I'm very shy. Most people don't believe that, but I am. I'm extremely shy.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I am, man. I am. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to like,
wait, hold on. Who said me too?
No, I ain't saying me too. I said bullshit. Nah, you shy. Yeah.
That would be me. That would be. I said that because I'm sensitive like Ralph Tresvant.
Don't be lying on my show.
Yeah, I'm here.
Don't be lying.
Yeah, please.
Ain't
Tell
nobody
me
on
the
his
man
show.
not to
Yeah,
give
no.
you money because I ain't got it, baby.
Okay,
You know,
finish your
something
story.
like that.
Yeah, please. Yeah, ignore him.
I thought somebody lied.
so I didn't want to DM him or anything like that. Like I was just sitting there just like, should I not just send him a link of, you know? So I was just like, I finally DM'd him like, hi, like my name is, you know, very polite, and my name is Lena Jackson and I'm an artist, and you know, I saw that you were looking, and so I dropped a couple of links, and I was just like, let me know if there's anything you'd like me to send you or whatever. And it was like 5 minutes later, he was like, yo, call me.
Right.
And you know, so I actually wound up being on that project. I think when COVID happened, it like paused everything. But you know, I'm still waiting. If anybody wants to put a bug in Knott's ear, they sure can. They can tag him and and everything else. But no, he had a project called "The Future Is Female," and he was gonna drop it. So I'm waiting for him to drop it because I'm up there twice. But
Okay,
yeah,
talk
so
your
that's
shit. Talk
yeah,
heavy.
so that I'm just saying, like I was very proud. So I was like, oh yeah, when this dropping? And then COVID came, and I'm like,
Yeah.
but that's how we met. That's how we got in touch, and so yeah, like that kind of gave me that opportunity, you know. So the joint Cup Runneth, that's the joint that's produced by Knots. So big ups to
it's
Knots.
sick. Yeah, it's sick. It is definitely sick. Where did it start for you? Okay. I mean, I always like to ask, MCs, you know, what inspired you to take this road down MCing is not an easy road to take, to go down. So what inspired you to to take that road, especially that you are a native of Raleigh, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So as a Raleighwood native,
wait, what high school did you go to?
That's an interesting story. I actually wound up going doing homeschool by the time I got in high school, and wound up going to like college like way earlier than my peers. So I actually missed the high school experience, you know, for the most part. Like I was in college by like 17. So
you should have gone to Enloe, but it's okay. It's fine.
And my sister went to Enloe though.
Enloe's the
This
best high
is
school
the
in the
name.
city.
Never mind.
What
was the question?
What inspired you? How did you start off? Yeah,
thank you, Bishop. I hate Tico, but go ahead.
I know I got ADHD. Y'all got to help me. So you know, for me, I started like doing like poetry. Like that was really my thing when I was a kid. Like I always loved to write. I used to just like writing words, just random words. I don't know why, but random words. I used to like to read the dictionary. I was just really in love with words, and poetry was just like my initial way. And then when I started actually like listening, you know, to hip hop, that kind of like made my poetry like kind of change into something else. And I would say my biggest memory was, and I know there was other memories before that, but like the one that kind of hit me in my gut was Queen Latifah. Like seeing her, she was on a couple of different things. She was on Self-Destruction, I think. But when I saw her in UNITY, like the video, you know what I'm saying? Like I saw the fierce, you know, Queen Latifah, the tenacity, the lyrics, the wordplay. Like she won't take in no shit, you know, and she wasn't like this skinny mini, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like there was a lot of boxes like she checked off for me, and I was just
that's why representation is so important for you to be able to see somebody that you can really relate to in most ways. You know what I'm saying? Doing what you feel like, whatever, just so you can know that there's something at the end of your road.
But you got to remember though, Key, back in those days, like artists, there was not, if you really look at, if you go back, all those motherfuckers was not fine as shit. You know what I'm saying? There was some homely looking motherfuckers, yo. Phil Collins was a homely looking motherfucker, but that motherfucker had some motherfucking good music.
Yo,
you feel what I'm saying?
You are right, because my brothers,
that's real shit.
Me itch, boy,
exactly. Like, you know, it had nothing to do with, like, if you had good music and you had some nice chest hair, you had nice chest hair, you was good, son. You was good.
Don't insult Ronald Isley. It was always about the hair. Always. Always.
Hey, I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's all about, I get you on that.
Lena,
I'm sorry, but just to touch on that point, like representation did play a big part to me, just because like when I was actually like in school and seeing like the ciphers and stuff like that, like it was all boys, you know. So I didn't really like. Initially, I didn't think I really fit in that circle, but it's like but
and then you see her and you're like, it's like light bulb connection.
So it was a combination of seeing that and then seeing the ciphers and in my classroom in school and stuff like that, and it's just like, yeah, I want to do that. But not only do I want to do that, I want to beat that. Like you know, it was that type of vibe. So I was so my pen became different. My pen became different. So like, you know, Queen Latifah, and then when Missy Elliott dropped, you know, it was another
She's
person.
so slept on.
Yeah, man. You know, but she just came out doing whatever the fuck she wanted to do. You know, wearing what she wanted. She, you know, again, you know, that whole conversation about size and body type and stuff like that. Like if you are over a certain type of size, you are going to have to talk about or have people talk about you as far as your weight, your size, whatever, forever. Like it never actually goes away. Y'all see how thin Missy has become in current day, and they still talk about her body, you know, and they compare it to how it looked in the 90s. So like that's something that you know, I was just like, man, I'm not gonna let anything, you know what I'm saying, hold me back, you know, not aesthetic, not whatever. You know, so definitely seeing Queen Latifah, seeing Missy Elliott, you know what I'm saying? And then I got hooked into Outkast and Bone Thugs and Harmony. It was just a wrap after that. Like they really taught me more of the technical side of things as far as like breath control and, you know, speeding and slowing down and stuff like that. Like those were like their albums were like my teachers.
So I got a question, because I like to ask a bunch of rappers this. What was your first rap name? Because it wasn't you. I know you didn't pop off with Lena Jackson off top. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know your first rap name so I can tell Facebook.
Yo, I knew this was coming. I didn't know how I knew it was coming, but I was like, damn, man, I hope they don't ask me this because I don't want to answer. But
you should have just made up one. We would have.
I know, right? But it probably would have sounded worse if I made it up. So.
Probably.
It was Jack Phoenix.
That ain't too bad. That's
actually dope. That's actually dope.
Yeah,
that's kind of good.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's dope.
And it's kind of like, you know, you can't tell whether it's male or female. Kind of like when I removed the Isha from my resume. So it's just A. McDougal Brown.
I think. I mean, I feel it like fire from the joint, but it's like, you know. Like you would have to dress like Pocahontas or some shit. Nah,
I'll tell you this right here.
Pocahontas. I mean,
I'm just saying. But look, you talking to a dude whose fucking first MC name was Olar. So you know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
Shit, bro. When I say that my first MC name was Funkadelic. So there it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I like Redman. So you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, my rap name is Funkadelic, and that's what I rapped it. And then my man was like,
No. I got one that's worse than that. I was the Diamond Deuce. Okay, so
Diamond
nothing is worse than that.
That is a pimp.
That
That
sounds.
fits you though. That
Okay.
fits you though. That sounds like you.
No,
But a
that
deuce is
sounds. That sound. That
turd,
sound
Derek.
exactly. That sounds like Elon Musk
The
taking a
diamond
shit.
turd.
I know
Oh
that
my
sounds like Elon
God.
Musk taking a shit.
I mean,
I don't like
honestly,
it.
I think
like it at all.
I think that if people come up with a certain name and they stick to that thing and they don't let it go, like it just
Yeah, it's
winds up
fine. Yep.
it winds up just sticking and becoming, but for me,
Mhm.
like the more I thought about it, I was just like, there's no name better than my own,
Mhm.
so like I was named after Lena Horne. My parents named me after Lena Horne, and Jackson is just like Jackson is a
Good old black
It's a
name.
famous
good old,
damn name.
that's exactly what I was going. Yeah, it's a famous name, but it's also a good old black name, and I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Top
So,
five.
yeah,
Top five.
yeah,
Top
I
five.
love
Behind
my
Jefferson.
name. So,
Behind Jefferson.
yeah,
All
so
the
I was
white
just like,
presidents and then
I'm
white
like,
people
cool.
got Jackson name, the old ones
Sure does.
in
Nah, I fuck with it. I fuck
antiquity.
with it.
And I don't know any white Jacksons, and I don't know any white Jeffersons.
I come to think of it, yeah, I've never met a white Jackson. Never.
I
Never.
have their first name.
Theodore Jackson.
I met a few white first name Jacksons, like their
That's
first name is
not what we're
Jackson.
talking about.
Oh yeah.
No,
talking about
that's
last
a
name.
different culture.
There's a
Yeah.
whole conversation. But yo, let me ask you. So, so I'm all about like what I'm saying, like lyrics and shit.
Mhm.
So I go by and I'm listening to your joint. What I'm saying. I'm like, okay, let me check out, see what she's about. And like I say, I got you going through my system. This is not through my headset. This is not through my phone. This is through my fucking damn. You feel me?
Yeah.
So fucking cookies come on, right? And I'm listening to the words, right? And I'm feeling some pain there. I'm feeling some hurt. Um, um, I'm glad that you got some healing. I also hear the healing in it. Also, I hear the healing in it. Also,
I don't know where this
I,
is going.
but I want you to know that, like,
I'm
what I'm
ready.
saying, like the way, no, like on some real shit, like the way that you ride that track, it's genuine, it's ponyish. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and and like for real, like I don't know, like how you pull out like what's gonna be my single or whatever that's gonna be my joint to pop off. But I'm telling you, yo, like that right there, that's a butter track, yo. I like that. That's nice.
Word, I appreciate that. A lot of men actually like that track. I actually wrote it for the ladies to kind of like kind of process, because the that's probably one of the few situations I write about that is not really about me specifically. Like it was like a combination of just a bunch of different stories that feedback that I've heard from like my friends or my associates at work or whatever, throughout the years. So it's just like, damn, a lot of y'all done got done wrong. I mean, I've gotten done wrong too, but like in that regard, like not so much.
I mean,
But
I guess not because you got
Because you got the brass knuckles.
knuckles in your fucking back
Yeah,
pocket.
that's what. I was about
I
to say
get
the same
that.
shit.
I get that. I understand. I understand that. I get that.
I'm about to
Yo,
do things
Bishop,
wrong. Nah,
Bishop,
because you got the brass
see,
knuckles.
see,
You punch
you
you
see,
in your
Bishop.
sleep.
That's why we're comedians, because we see the obvious. We see the shit. We see the obvious. Now I know you're not fucking with that shit. When I said I felt the pain, I didn't say it was your pain, but I felt the pain in that shit. So I'm letting you know. That's dope.
Word.
Yo,
So
Lena.
I wanted
go
to
ahead,
ask a
Rob.
question. Shut up, Harry.
Fuck you, Rob.
Yeah, wow.
Yo. That's why your boys lost. But go ahead.
Hey, yo, watch your
You know
fucking
what?
mouth, man. Yo,
Oh. You want
time
me to-
out.
here
Keisha,
you
but
go,
thank
baby.
you.
There
Thank
you
you
go.
so much.
Okay. That was Rob actually. He got to it
now that
before
we
I
got the
did. I was just
trash
gonna
out of
do
the
it to soothe
way.
his soul.
Yeah, so no, we were talking about De La Soul earlier and talking about Dave and everything. And what is your, when you were coming up in hip hop, what is your remembrance of De La Soul, and how did they kind of fit into your like into your rotation? You know what I mean? Like were they any type of influence on any of your styles or?
I believe they were. I just I discovered them late because I mean when they dropped, I don't want to tell y'all how old I was. I was very young.
12.
That's
You was
fine. That's
12.
fine. That's
Wait,
fine.
About
what?
12 or
That's
13.
fine. That's fine. That's
No,
fine.
when they
Oh,
first
okay.
dropped,
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. We ain't gotta go. We don't have to do that, Lena. We don't have to
I
do
They're a little
that.
was.
old. They're a
Okay.
little older,
I
Lena.
was sitting
Yeah.
there
They're a little
like,
Yeah.
older.
all right,
Yeah.
but I was very young. That's what I'll say. I was very young, so I discovered them late, you know. But I did appreciate the influence that they had, and that whole concept. I think one of y'all touched on it earlier. The concept of kind of doing you and not doing what everybody else is doing.
Right.
That type of like imagery, that type of sound or whatever, I mean it's inspiring. I think that um that's like a that's like something that artists should take notes on, because there's so much uh there's a lot of unoriginal work out. You know what I'm saying? And I think that there's always been a select group of people, and I'm not saying nothing's like as far as specific names. I'm just saying in general, that will follow. That will follow the crowd. But I think that authenticity is the best thing.
Right.
So like it's just show respect to the folks that kind of like help make that blueprint for us as artists. So.
But the thing about it, like bars. I mean, bars. Is the basis of being an MC, right? So a lot of these cats, and I hear them. Rapping. You know what I'm saying? I hear them rapping. You know what I'm saying? But not being an MC. I hear them, entertaining, being rock stars because that's what they want to be as rock stars, right? So they want to live a rock star life. So
Well, the
their
machine has a
bars,
lot
but
to
the
do with
bars,
that.
but exactly, the machine has a lot to do with that also, and it cranks it up like that, right? But bars in itself, just for the simple fact that most of these, let's just be honest, most the new generations, their attention span is not that grand. You know what
I
I'm
won't
saying?
say that.
So no, I'm just saying, become for the masses that are being fed the the
Because
Captain
somebody gonna
Crunch.
have to be surgeons,
Hey, right,
and
exactly, and
yeah,
cut
they got to
through
be
it.
out there.
So
They got to.
so you know lyrics has always been my staple of what I'm saying, of an MC. So I'd never say that you're a dope rapper or this, that, and the other because being a rapper, that's but MCing is moving the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I believe that and I watched the joint that you did with the KRS-One show joint. I saw that,
Word. Thank you.
and
Weren't y'all at that show? That's the
Yep.
same
exactly,
show that y'all were
exactly, we
at.
was
Yeah.
at.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Y'all were
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Word.
we were
All
there. Yeah.
right.
And so, what I'm
I took a
saying, to
picture
hear
with
that
him that
joint,
night.
to hit the, I'm saying, was that's nice, yo. That's nice, yo. For real, for real. Dope.
Thank you. Thank you.
Uh,
I think I just want to say though, like, I know we talked about that thing as far as like, people following, the mode and all those things. Like at some point in time, like we do have to kind of hold the industry accountable for what they pump out because there are a lot. I've encountered a lot of MCs, be it male, be it female, that really got it. You know what I'm saying? They got it good. And not just the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? They have the star power, they have the star quality, they have the personality, they have the work ethic, you know. But like I think we're starting to kind of grow out of it, but for the more majority of like the hip hop industry or whatever, like we've always waited on a deal, or have waited to be acknowledged by major labels. And like if anybody notices, they're pumping out the same shit, you know.
Right. They are. But
So
the machine, the labels, they'll take that person that has all of that and they can rap a little bit. They're not even in it, they're nowhere close to an MC. They can rap a little bit and they will throw that machine behind them and
Hmm.
that person will skyrocket. And that's the power that we've given them, right? And like you said, I think it's starting to turn now because there's so many handfuls and handfuls of independent artists who are dope ass artists that don't need that machine behind them. Um, and they do that by choice, right? Because they don't really want their art affected, or they want to start grassroots and grow their way up. So like I agree. It's starting to
And,
change. You're
and
starting to see it
I
change
don't know.
because of
I
that
don't know, Key. I don't know, Key,
availability.
because I don't know, Key, because in some form of fashion, you're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, have to mess with the machine. The machine is going,
but
because even because I'm sorry, Bishop, like us being comics, right?
right.
Uh, we we're real personal people, real person. Like we really like, you know what I'm saying, like to keep to ourselves, really like, you know what I'm saying, that type of thing. And when we're on stage, that's the only time that we allow you to be, you know what I'm saying, a part of what's going on in our
Personal
lives,
people.
right?
What the hell is he talking about, kid?
So, and
He's
it's
being
like,
deep. Shh, let him be
so
deep.
yeah, let me be deep.
Okay, okay.
Let
I'm
yo,
leaving. Goodbye.
Let,
let
let
me
him
get this.
cook,
Let me
yo.
get this.
I'm gonna let him cook. I'm gonna
So,
drink. Let him cook. Go ahead.
as far as like throwing lyrics out, right? Like throwing lyrics and spitting in bars and stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, it's all coming back because the basis is always going to be there, right? The basis is going to be there. You know what I'm saying? The building blocks are always going to be there. So I'm like, when I listen to you and I listen to your cadence, you know what I'm saying? And I listen to the way that you spit and the way that you flip some bars and shit. And yo, like you're a very witty person.
Thank you.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
said a lot to say that.
Yes,
Like,
Well, you know,
stop,
but
stop,
Hey, you
stop,
did.
stop
Thank
it,
you,
stop it.
Bishop.
You could have,
Thank you.
you could
you
have.
know,
Thank
I thought
you.
you was going
let me,
somewhere with it, man.
Yeah,
I
really,
was going
really.
somewhere with it. I was going somewhere with
You
it,
gonna
but you know what
But
I'm
you
saying.
forgot in
let him
mid
cook.
stroke.
Let him
No,
cook. Let him
I
Pause.
cook.
would no.
Let him cook.
I'm back
Let him cook.
Let me tell you, I was.
The damn
But
hopium every time.
but
Hot,
every time.
Every
hot,
time.
hot, hobby ass shit. Lena,
right.
I gotta
But let me.
add.
But I'm sorry, because I had a
No,
question.
no, 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 Bishop. I trust where you're going with this.
Okay.
So go,
Really?
my
Right.
light
Thank you.
skinned brother.
So
Go ahead.
nah, it was kind of jumping off of what Tico was saying a little bit, but it's like what we got to
A little
realize
bit.
as artists and MCs. Like someone asked this question one time or whatever, one of our favorite North Carolina producers, while he was like, "What is your getting on?" You know, you determine what you're getting on is, because sometimes like my getting on might be straight to tape. You know what I'm saying? Coming on straight to tape when I can come on, and that is my echelon of where my dream is, right? You know what I'm saying? My dream of being a comedian, didn't want to be a role comedian. You know what I wanted to be? I wanted to be someone's Cole on their TV show. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to be the guy next to the guy next to the guy. You know what
I
I'm
could
saying?
picture you as a
You want to
Cole
play
for
that
real.
crackhead on
Yeah.
SVU?
Yeah.
Right. I could be the
No,
crackhead. No, but I got to be
no,
reoccurring
no,
crackhead.
no.
I got to be the
You got
crackhead with
you.
all the knowledge. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
Bubs. Hmm.
But
Huggy
and it's
Bear. Huggy Bear. Huggy
exactly
motherfucking Bear.
right. So it's like this, as an artist, you know what I'm saying? What is your getting on? Like, what is your getting on point? Do you want to be megastar hanging off the scaffolding of the Super Bowl while you pregnant? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Or with the baby in your hand? You know what I'm saying? I feel like Mikey would be up there with you. You know what I'm saying? He'd just be like, yeah, my mama. You know what I'm saying? We killing it. Or you know what I'm saying, what is your ultimate getting on point, like, you know what I'm saying, or you be like, yo, I just want to make $1 billion and, you know what I'm saying, go out and live in Turks and Caicos.
It's a good question. So for me, a lot of my getting on, it really winds up being all the things that can come back to me. I think that financial security, you know what I'm saying, like,
Hmm.
is one of those things, because it's just like, if I can do what I love and take care of myself and my family, and
Absolutely.
like, that, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Right.
Like, don't have to
I don't need
be
a whole lot just to take care of my
right. Come
family.
on now. You
Right.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I mean, if I had an option to be a billionaire, okay. I mean, I'm gonna take the option to be a billionaire, but it's just
Hmm.
like, if I can take care of my family,
Hmm.
that's honestly, that's been one of the reasons why a lot of these young artists sign their lives away to these major labels, because they just want to get their mama up out the hood.
Hmm.
They actually want to do things for their family. They want to advance. But for me, I just want to do it more so on my terms. I've been able to, like, kind of follow some of the artists that are, like, able to make a living and not constantly be in the spotlight. Immortal
Hmm.
Hmm.
Technique is a good example,
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
Immortal Technique has, if you go to a show it'll be a sold out show with sold out merch, and he gets to pocket a lot of that.
Right.
Being approached by labels, he'll turn them down every time. That's kind of like the
formula.
that's kind of like, I study people like that, because I'm just like, that whole concept of, being a superstar. I'm not going to say it's like impossible, because I believe that it's possible. But I'm just okay if it doesn't.
You don't
If
you
that
don't you don't you don't want to walk through that door where they start. You're like, you gotta sacrifice the baby goat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be
You
like,
know what?
here, Lena, here's your baby goat. You're like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need to be on Rock Nation that
Bishop,
bad.
Bishop, Bishop.
Bishop is talking a lot. I
No,
don't
no,
know
no,
what
no,
he's
no.
talking about.
No, I know
Let him go
exactly
on.
what
Yeah,
he's
he's
talking about.
canceled.
He's talking about the same door that Lizzo went through. Okay, because Lizzo was great on the independent scene and doing the independent shows, and then she blew up. Okay, so I know exactly what he's talking about. But look, Lena,
That's really
sacrificed
terrible. You
baby
can't say
goats?
that, man. You can't say that she blew up, man. That's very bad to
shut
say.
up, Tigo.
Can't
Shut up,
say
Tigo. But look,
It's fucked
Lena,
up,
I gotta
man. You got
ask.
fucked up
Okay,
shit
I
to
got
say, yo.
shut up, Tigo. I gotta
Man, you
ask.
shut
Okay,
up with that bullshit. You can't say that.
Massa. Okay,
Yes.
talk to us about the inspiration behind that track.
All right. So Massa is probably like one of the best songs for me, just internally as an artist, that I feel like I've done. So the inspiration for it, um, my my forefathers, with the exception of my dad, because he kind of broke the tradition, but my grandfather, great grandfather, all the way back into slavery, they were pastors, they were ministers, and um I know that there's always this debate about, Christianity, as far as it being harmful, helpful, whatever the case may be. But I think that it wound up being kind of like this double-edged sword, because we recognize the harm that following scripture does, to a certain extent. But for my family, my pastor forefathers and stuff like that, back in the slavery, like, they assisted with the revolts. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They
They were
communicated. They were organizers. And so it's just like, if you get a congregation, and this is a true story, it's like, the congregation, and you see the pastor, all slaves, and the pastor starts speaking in tongues. The pastor starts, doing what they call the Holy Ghost, all of those things, and the congregation just takes off. They running around the church, they yelling, they screaming, they hooping, hollering, and Massa doesn't know what's going on. They just know that
It's a message.
it's a message. All of it was, for that particular, incident, like, a slave got free, made it to the other side, everybody celebrating. And so, like, the song, it's called Massa, but if you actually watch the video, like, I'm starting it off, with different depictions of us, when we were going through it, what I'm saying, going through it, after slavery, up into the civil rights movement, still shit that we're dealing with now. So for me, Massa was just like, we've been through some shit. Y'all not about to keep telling us what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's essentially the message behind it, but I wanted to make sure, like, in the video, that because the song is intense, it's got Juice Lord on it. Shout out to Juice Lord. It's got Jay Cacao, who is singing the hook, and he's the one that's signing. And so it's all black, it's all intense, but I wanted them to also see, like, black joy too. So if you actually go and look at the video, like, we're smiling in it, especially towards the end, we're smiling, we're laughing, we're enjoying ourselves too, because that's also a part of our experience. Like, we talk a lot about black pain, we talk about a lot of the painful things in history and stuff like that, but we've always managed to make joy out of everything that we're given. So for me, it was a celebration of that black experience.
You need to be writing for BMF.
You think so?
Somebody
I'm like, good gracious. Everybody's got something going on. Can you have a happy day? Have a happy day? God,
they just got murdered.
Nothing happy. But look, Lena, just to wrap, what is next? What should we expect next from Lena Jackson?
Well, I do have a project that I will be dropping this year. So that's the biggest thing. That's my priority. Um, I have a couple of acting things coming up as well.
Whoa,
So
whoa, okay,
Oh, Tubi. She gonna be on Tubi, y'all.
hey,
Oh,
look,
snap.
I will take Tubi. Don't get it twisted.
Thank you.
That
Yeah, we
especially
all take
Is
Tubi, okay?
come on now.
Not get
I'll be up
Tubi.
there.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't hate on none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Before the
It's a
Super Bowl commercial. We love
right
Tubi.
before the
over
Super
here.
put me on Tubi. You know.
Put me on
Um,
Tubi.
but besides that, I got a few like really nice features that I'm also I always get really excited about features that I do because one, I get to collaborate with another artist. And two, I get to kind of showcase skills for like their fan base, so they may not know who I am, but it's like we're exchanging fan bases. And two, it's just I don't know, it's just a different kind of energy. So I have a few features this year, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited to get
High self-esteem ream. High self-esteem
Look,
ream.
look,
Feature.
look. Look, that is dope. That's dope as hell. You know me. I'm not gonna take any Tubi dissing on straight to tape.
No, we not. No, I'm saying I want my homegirl to be on.
Because okay, we ever gonna take any dissing on Tubi on straight to tape. All right.
See,
We had already said that. Though.
You-
You just wanted to show that picture.
Nah,
Exactly.
cause he wanted to embarrass me in front of Lena. That's what he trying to do. You know what I'm saying? That's all he.
You
That's what
always
he-
embarrass yourself in front of me. Like, why is this any different?
I
I was
don't
about
know.
to say, I'm sure that's not the forum.
Why that picture look like that dude got a mouthful of hubba bubble?
Oh my goodness. Look.
Well, thank
Oh,
you,
man.
Lena. Tell the people how they can get to you.
You can reach me. All social media is L Jack Power. So LJACKPOWER. That's on Instagram. That's on Facebook. I really don't do Twitter. That is just too much for somebody with my ADHD. I can't do it. But my website, LenaJacksonMusic.com. Those are the best ways to just kind of keep in touch and just keep up with what I'm doing. And besides that, all platforms. You look me up, I'm there.
Ladies
Me
and
and
gentlemen.
Lena doing a posse cut. I'll be playing the harp and harmonica, and she'll be busting out lyrics while I'm busting out the washboard. We've been working on that for a minute.
Tico, I think next time we should have artists. I think we should start. Yo, me and Tico, y'all artists need more skits. I think you should let me and Tico write y'all skits for y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gonna collab with them. On Lena Jackson's, not this project that's coming out this year. The next one is coming out next year. Me and Tico gonna be doing all her skits. We just debold that. We'll send you some samples later on. We don't even care if it matches with the music. We gonna do our own skits and we just gonna send it to you.
Lena, Lena,
Good luck with that.
let it go through me so it can be filtered. Okay.
Pause on that pause on that all day long. Just like a big pause on that one all day long because I'll be damned if I'm doing anything through you. So
y'all crazy, yo.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Lena,
I want to thank Lena Jackson for coming through the Straight to Tape. Please, you are welcomed anytime. Anytime you got something to drop, you just want to come on, look, just let us know, okay?
Yep.
Beautiful. Thank
you so much. Thank y'all. I really appreciate this. This was fun.
Thanks
too,
for coming.
So.
Yeah, thanks
of
for coming
course.
through. Had a lot of fun. Thanks.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
That is what's up.
Ladies and gentlemen, yo, that was a fun episode of Straight to Tape, yo. Once again, want to give a shout out to Lena Jackson. Check her out on all of her platforms. Okay. Music is dope. Music is dope as hell. Yep. And y'all should be supporting. Make sure you do. Okay. As it relates to supporting, make sure you're supporting Straight to Tape. Okay. Available on all your favorite podcasting platforms here on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and on Twitch. Bishop.
Yo.
What should we expect from Intelligently Ratchet?
So we're gonna talk about this damn dunk contest.
Really? Why?
We're gonna talk.
Really?
We're gonna talk about. We gotta talk about this dunk contest. We gotta talk about catching up on The Last of Us. I think it's been long enough so we can start speaking about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Biden and Ukraine. We're gonna talk about Idaho being on fire with chemicals. We gonna talk about all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
It's
And
Ohio.
and
Another train derailed.
oh, is it was? Oh, I'm sorry. I keep on. I'm sorry. I've been dealing with people with Idaho for like the whole day at work, so I
Or you
apologize.
just a hoe. It's okay.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yo, whoa, whoa,
Key,
whoa. Now
Key,
listen.
great one, Key.
You are
Great
not going to do that. You're
Great
not going to
one.
do that because I'm a Navajo. Okay, like.
Oh Lord.
Boom, boom. So, but yeah, man, we're gonna do all that stuff, man. And I think, yeah, someone sent me a interesting topic or whatever, about how straight people make is responsible for DL people. So, I'm gonna have that conversation because you know what I'm saying. One of my friends who's gay brought to my attention. I thought it was an interesting topic, so I'm gonna talk about it.
That straight men are the reason
The straight
for
community is the reason, is the direct fault for the DL community, for people being DL. That's how they pose it. So
It's
yeah,
not too far fetched. I'd like
Yeah,
to
it's
hear the bullet points under that argument, but
yeah. I mean,
That would be
then you have to watch
very.
out till tomorrow. Have to listen
we
to it
gotta
tomorrow.
tune in tomorrow. Tune in
So
tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about
make sure you're all checking out Straight Intelligently Ratchet tomorrow night, 8 p.m.
it. Yep.
Eastern Standard
And yo, and
Time.
if you are open, yeah, and I want, and I just don't, because me and Just, you know what I'm saying, our cis males and everything, like, so yo, if you're if you're openly gay male or female, please come on, we'll drop you in, because you know what I mean, I don't know the answers, you know what I'm saying, but I would love to hear y'all. So it's going to be a free conversation. You're going to be in a safe place. You know what I'm saying, because I don't play about, you know what I'm saying, people's you know what I mean. I want you to be safe on straight. I mean, on Intelligent Ratchet, we're gonna have fun, but when it comes down to topics like this, you will be in a safe place, and I will not let anyone attack you or anything like that in the comments or anything like, because I will fuck people up. I'm okay with that.
he will.
He'll do it.
That's right. The
Yeah,
only thing we
he's
talk about
serious
is
about
one.
that.
The
I'm
only thing
serious
we
about
talk
that.
about is one titty bitches.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, fuck up
Now,
a dude in a
That's
if
wheelchair.
you
number
are,
Hit the button, Perry. Hit the button.
Look,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
already-
yeah.
yeah. Look,
I'm gonna punch you dead in the throat 7 times, nigga.
it's
Yo,
7.
hold on.
He
He
got
got a
Hold
little
on.
seven.
he got a list of hash marks. for you, Perry.
Wait. Hold on, Rob. You have not been keeping a list on how many times you
Yes,
gonna
he
punch
has.
me in the throat.
Yes,
Mhm.
Yes,
I
man.
actually stopped at 2, but I'm gonna go ahead and believe Tico. You know what I'm
Believe
saying?
7. He just gonna believe.
At
I'm just
least.
gonna
That's-
believe Tico.
Yo, that
I,
is
Yo,
I
Rob.
would venture to say, Rob, it probably is closer to between 9 and 10.
But okay,
Mm.
Rob, hold
I
on,
believe
hold on,
Keisha.
because as my honey mustard brethren or whatever,
Mhm,
let's go ahead. Can we cut it in half?
HMB.
You saying 10, you
nigga.
saying 2. I'm saying let's give a round 5.
5.
Let's give it a 5.
I'll agree to that.
5. But I'm
Yo.
saying on the
I can do
5th
that.
one, you could go all in. You could go
Yo.
straight.
Okay.
Yo, and y'all gonna hate. You're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate on me and Bishop when we get those HMB chains.
Honey mustard boy wood chains all day. You know they got to be wood too. They can't be
Exactly.
Black
exactly,
medallions,
man.
no
black
gold.
medallions.
but look, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, almost forgot. Shouts out to the homie Christopher Everett. Make sure if you were in the Cary area, Cary Art, Cary Arts Council, Cary Arts Theater. Check out on Friday night the screening of Grandmaster. This is the story of Vic Moore. Okay, the Grandmaster from the karate Grandmaster from the state of North Carolina, and
He fought Bruce Lee,
Saturday,
right?
exactly,
Yep.
and Saturday night, Can I Kick It will be in town. That Shaolin Jazz, you saw them on Straight to Tape earlier in January. They will be there doing a showing of The Last Dragon. It's 7 p.m.
Be amazing.
Eastern
Sure
Standard
enough.
Time. At 6 p.m., our homie DJ Damu will be DJing the pre-show party. Make sure you're in the building. Straight to Tape will be there. If you see us, make sure you dap us up, okay? Make sure. So, 4. I'm gonna start off with, of course, our quintessential hip hop queen, the hip hop mom, Quisha with a Y.
Look at them
So, no,
moisturized
you-
elbows. Look at them
So, no,
elbows.
he topish, right?
Oh, they are moisturized. I thought you could get anything. They could be ashy. They could be moisturized. Good night, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Spread love.
And of course, the social media assassin, Rob the Actual.
Good night.
This motherfucker already cut off his like. Look at him, this
He ain't shit.
motherfucker, really.
He
I
ain't
mean,
shit,
for
'cause
real.
His elbows ain't moisturized. I'll tell
You
you
know what I'm
that. You
saying?
can
For real.
tell.
That's what it is. You know that's what it
You
is.
would be correct. You would be correct.
That's what it is. Okay, and you know something? I'm going to go to our favorite permanent guest host, ladies and gentlemen, Bishop
Head coach,
Omega.
what?
Yo, can I say this right here? Perry drunk, y'all.
He
That's
sure
all I
is,
gotta
man.
say.
He been
Perry
slurring words.
is
He been
drunk.
slurring words. I'm gonna go back. He been slurring words. He been
Yo.
saying. He been making up words like Jesse Jackson and shit. This motherfucker is out this bitch, yo. I'm telling you, this motherfucker is slurring shit, yo.
Boy,
I'm
listen,
telling you, man.
hey man,
He
thank
is
y'all for
fucked
having
up,
me,
yo.
man. Like I'll be back whenever you need me. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm only a
Yeah,
phone
we're gonna need a
call away, man.
designated. We're gonna need a designated motherfucking person. Trigger have to drive for this motherfucker, yo.
Look, 5 drinks. It's been a good show. Oh yeah, and
Look, he ain't even put an S on that bitch. He ain't put an S on that motherfucker. Nothing. He
Just
said
say
5
goodbye
drinks.
so we can turn the computer off.
No, because look, it would be wrong for me if I didn't say Tigo the Gallo. Tigo.
You know, you can tell all you need to know about a person whether they bring the banana to their mouth or they go to the banana.
I don't know what that means, but it's hilarious to me.
I don't even care what that means, but guess what?
Oh
We
God.
out. Later.
Oh.